filing income tax return is approaching. If you haven't filed your ITR, then without further ado, file it. The last date to file ITR is 31st July 2022. Many a times people make mistakes which may have to bear the consequences later. We will tell you about the mistakes that usually take place while filing ITR so that you do not end up making them. Wrong ITR form selection. Choosing the right ITR form is the most important part. Now, which ITR form you need to fill depends on many factors like sources of income, is there a residential property, is there any property abroad, or are there any partners in the company. For example, ITR 1 is for salaried people, but if you make profit or capital gain from a business, then you need to fill ITR 2. Personal and bank account details. It is very important to provide accurate personal details while filing ITR. Providing wrong information can lead to rejection of the return form. Taxpayers claiming refund should provide correct bank account details. Also, bank account must be pre-validated. Refunds may get stuck if IFSC code or bank account details are not correct. Not showing tax-exempted income in ITR. Many taxpayers do not show tax-exempted income in ITR, like interest income from PPF, interest of Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, gifts received from relatives, and so on. Income Tax Department can conduct inquiries for not disclosing tax-exempted income. Not filing ITR before the deadline. Filing ITR after the deadline invokes a penalty. If you file your return before July 31st, 2022, you can amend the ITR later. Revision is not allowed if you file your return after the stipulated date. At the same time, if you file your return after the deadline, having taxable income of 5 lakh rupees or less will attract a late fee of 1000 rupees. Income above 5 lakh rupees will attract a late fee of 5000 rupees if you file your return on December 31st. And if you file your return before 2022, that is on ITR filing in January to March, this amount will increase to 10,000 rupees. Not verifying ITR. As important is ITR filing, verifying it is as important. Many people file ITR but don't verify it. It takes 120 days to verify ITR. It is done through Aadhaar OTP. If online verification is not done, a copy of ITR has to be sent to Central Processing Unit, that is CPU. Your return will not be processed until ITR is verified. SEBI registered tax and investment expert Jitendra Solanki explains that some people do not file ITR. This is a big mistake. If your income is taxable and you are not paying tax, or if you have misreported, then it is considered as a motive of tax evasion. In such a situation, the income tax officers have the right to prosecute with the imposition of penalty, which can also be punished with fine. Apart from these mistakes, there are many other things which taxpayers do not mention in the income tax return, including non-disclosure of capital gains from property or any other investment, Form 26AS and annual information statement not matching with Form 16, non-disclosure of all income sources, non-reporting of interest received from bank, and not checking the pre-filled details carefully.